I'm beginning to wonder that once you learn your lesson, once you come to terms with your ways, like take for instance a hoe who becomes straight-laced and then all of a sudden changes their life and they work really hard to become that straight-laced family member. I'm not sure that that's really what's supposed to happen at this point. I think that actually once you learn to not be a hoe, if that's what is the example we're using, then actually the responsibility is to never date again. And I hate to break it to myself, but maybe in years, like I'm talking decades, but like truly, if you have that wisdom, perhaps God will be using, God would use you in a way that would help guide others in their relationships, and that would be kind of not your, that's kind of like your, it might not seem like a gift to yourself being single if you feel like you've worked really hard to get to be in a relationship, but actually you've learned the lesson, and that's what your gift is, that you have your heart is in the right place. And so I see this happen. I haven't seen it in a while because again I keep myself to myself as much as possible, but I at one point I kind of noticed in the dating world that I was saying to myself and others, like, you're dating the same person but just with different faces. And so it's like, by serial dating, by going from person to person to person, you have no chance to kind of process the actual person that you were just with. And it seems pretty obvious, but with all, it's like, yeah, get to know a person before get to know a person, but really it's about getting to know yourself and understanding what you're willing to put up with and not put up with others, whether that's in a dating, in a romantic way, or in a business way, or in any way. And you might come to find that, like, after a certain point you won't put up with much, and that will limit you severely from many relationships if you don't have tolerance for people's behaviors. But I almost want to say that shit's earned. Like, when somebody's at that point where they just do not explain themselves and they're just that close to themselves, there's no they've gone through something to make them that way, and it's not up to us to try to like analyze it and break them out of their shell. I really think that's actually very a waste of time. And yeah, I don't know.